y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Currently in the fourth quarter of Game 3 right now, and it's gotten interesting. It's definitely gotten interesting. When it looked like it was all said and done, Dallas Mavericks were down 21 points. They go out and make a 12-0 run early in that fourth quarter. 20-2 extended to make it just a 3-point game, and now we're in the final 4 or so minutes to see who will come out on top. If the Dallas Mavericks can, prevent next game from being a winner go or winner stay home type of thing, or can they stay alive? Right now, the Boston Celtics have possession with 4.5 minutes. Jaylen Brown has the ball on Luka Doncic. They've been really trying to attack that switch and that mismatch, but Al Horford misses a corner three there. I will say Jaylen Brown has been playing amazing in his second half, bro. That third quarter, 15 points, that dunk that he had to encapsulate all of that they had going on in that third quarter was absolutely what they needed. It's crazy how the Dallas Mavericks have come back and taken this game by storm, honestly. But the way that that the defense has intensified in this fourth quarter, and Luka and Kyrie's shots now falling all of a sudden in this fourth quarter, as opposed to that third where neither of them scored more than 6 points and shot less than 50%. This is great for the Dallas Mavericks. Not to mention, you got PJ Washington waking up and hitting a couple shots as well. A big three in that corner, and getting to the free throw line as well. His defense, his rebounding, he's playing a very solid role for them, most specifically in the back end of this game. But to start off the game, I know I just moved the camera, my bad. Start off the game, Kyrie Irving got past Jrue Holiday for a quick basket off the gate, and then Luka hit a step back three to get his night started as well, and then also converted at the rim against Jrue Holiday, which was surprising to me that they both were able to score on him so easily in that first quarter. Not to mention a 13-5 run off the jump, similar to Game 2, where they jumped out to a 7-point lead, 6 of 9 from the field. The two stars were carrying the load very, very early, as they have been doing for the entire game. They had 20 points in the paint compared to the Celtics 6 in that first quarter, and they're really dominating in that interior. And then when you really think about how bad the Celtics shot in the first quarter once again, it really, it's a glaring thing about the difference in game plans for the two teams. One is attacking in the paint, one is trying to score their points from deep. And although it wasn't working for the Boston Celtics a lot in that first half, they were still still down by just 1 point. So safe to say that their game plan, especially when that third quarter, they were able to hit 5 of their 11 threes, and then 2 of them out the gate in the fourth quarter really opened the game up for them. That 3-point shooting, the switch was kind of flipped for them at halftime, and it really opened up the game. That 21-point lead, like I said, in that fourth. But then the Dallas Mavericks coming back and charging and making their run and getting back into the game. But in that third quarter, like I said, Jaylen Brown had 15, and Jason Tatum as well. He's had a solid game. I will say that the best game that he has had in the NBA Finals, especially that first quarter, 13 points and a couple rebounds. Much more aggression with the basketball, but he's taken so many step back and sidestep shots, especially from deep, and they're contested. And this man has the nerve to sit there in the timeout, look his teammates in the face, and say, "Don't settle for the step back jumpers." Even Doris Burke was like, I would have side-eyed him so hard. Come on, dude. You are the main one out here doing it. You can't call the kettle black. You can't be the pot calling the kettle black. You feel me? So, like I said, though, he is having a solid game, especially offensively. At one point in that first half, he had 18 of the 40 points at the 5-minute mark in that second quarter. So he is leading the charge for them offensively. But it's not the prettiest game, in my opinion. I don't think they're competing for it, but Jaylen Brown definitely has a better case for. Luka Doncic just fouled out of Game 3. 2 back-to-back fouls on Jaylen Brown in the open court, bro. Wow. That's his first time fouling out in his playoff career. They have to go the last 4 minutes of this game without Luka Doncic. Down 3 still. Jason Tatum has the ball. So who's on the court now? It's Kyrie, Tim Hardaway Jr., PJ Washington, Josh Green, and Derek Lively II. All right, Kyrie got the ball in fast break now. Hey, oh man. I mean, Kyrie has been doing his thing in this game, bro. I want to say he has 30, 31 right now. But it's definitely going to be tough without Luka because damn, that's a tough look. He just got a tough buck over Drew Holiday. Okay, 1-point game, 22-2 run in the last 7 minutes and 40 seconds. This is still a game, but like I was saying, this is going to be tough without Luka Doncic because now all the attention is going to be on Kyrie Irving. They can send to and dare PJ Washington to hit another one, or Josh Green to finally score a good basket. Like, so we got a foul on PJ Washington in the open court on the screen. My fault for the pause. I was trying to see what's going on. So it's a 3-point game again, 95-92, 3 minutes left, Boston's ball. If Boston wins this game, man, they're not. I mean, they could go to 5. It could be a gentleman's sweep. But this game is a similar story to the last game where it was just the 3-point as Derek White knocks down a huge 3, puts them up 6. Where the 3-point shot just wasn't falling for the Celtics early, and they're able to come back into the game with some solid 3-point shooting in this game and really, blow it open. Although Dallas did make that run, it's shades of last game where there wasn't great 3-point shooting performances for them in that first half, and then okay to decent 3-point shooting in the second half, and they were able to take that game. That's similar to what's happening now. Derek White was having a terrible up until this fourth quarter. He had 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 6 from deep in that first half. This was the worst game of his playoff this entire postseason. He was getting outplayed by Sam Hauser, who had tremendous defensive stops on PJ Washington in the post, Luka Doncic, as well as Kyrie Irving. Not back to back, but a few possessions in that first half or in the first quarter, really, making a difference. And he also hit a couple threes in that quarter. It was really, really big for them because they didn't have a lot of 3-point shooting, a lot of 3-point shots falling for them. So their role players really stepped up big for them as Kyrie Irving knocks down a free throw. It makes it a 4-point game, 2.5 minutes left, 98-94 Boston's way. Kyrie Irving currently has 35 points, but without Luka, oh my God, Jason Tatum gets a tough bucket. Yeah, without Luka, this is just not going to be. It's not going to be possible for them. Jason Tatum has 29 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. He's shooting 11 of 25. So like I said, he's having a decent game, but it's not by any means the sexiest game or the most efficient game. But he's doing exactly what he has to do. He's scoring the points when they need him scored, and it's a 4-point game right now as Derek Lively slams the ball. 1:50 left on the clock. Man, the Boston Celtics, man, they're built perfect, man. This is a perfect built team. They even got some burn from Xavier Tillman tonight, and it was some very solid minutes, man. He got a couple stops on Luka Doncic. He had a big time corner 3, bro. Like it was really good for their role players in this one, bro. And it was a terrible first half for Jaylen Brown. He had 6 points. He shot like 2 of 6 from the field. Another look for Derek Lively makes it a 2-point game. Minute and 20. Okay. He has 11 points, 13 rebounds. I think it's all in the second half, they say. I don't really have the sound up because I don't want to get copyright. He's played 29 minutes. This is his best game of the finals. I literally said in my last video he had not been looking good at all in this NBA Finals. Oh my God, Jaylen Brown probably just hit a dagger mid-range shot, 102-98. He has been on a different level in this second half, man. 30 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. PJ Washington, missed a corner 3. Now Boston is out in transition. Lost the ball. Don't say that's a foul. Oh, they just called a foul when that was supposed to be. I don't know. You couldn't really get a good look, but damn, no, if that's a foul and not out of bounds, that sucks. I don't think he touched him. He just fell out of bounds. That should be out of bounds, and they don't have their challenge. That's what I don't like about coaches using their challenges so early, or on, like, you could save them, bro. Can coaches just be using them because their players asked for it? 4-point game, 30 seconds left. Kyrie Irving has the ball. Al Horford on the switch. Al Horford, Kyrie took a 3 over Al Horford and he missed, and they call a foul. Boston will go to the free throw line, being in the bonus, and that's most likely the game. They were, I mean, like, so I want to say that they were in the game. They had this game, like, this was a winnable game, just like last game. You start off hot, start out the gate hot. I want to say they were up by 13 in the first quarter. The Celtics were able to make their runs and eventually take a lead in that second quarter. Went up by 5 to 7 points, I want to say. And then obviously the third quarter run that they had, being up 21 in the fourth, Dallas makes their run and comes back. But it's just, when Jaylen Brown is not performing well in the first half, and the only player that's really giving you much is Jason Tatum, you got to be able to capitalize. Just like when Jason Tatum's having an off game in game 2, even game 1, he wasn't shooting well. You got to be able to capitalize. I mean, game 1, I know it was different, but game 2 was a winnable game based off of how they started the game. This game was a winnable game based off of how they started. They were still a 1-point game at halftime. They made that push in this, like, although it wasn't, they never got the lead they only got it within 2 in the last minute and a half of the game. So there wasn't really a real window for them to really make this take the lead and take over the game. But at the same time, you have to consider all of the mishaps, the turnovers, the forced looks by Luka at times from 3, the easy looks that he was missing in the third quarter, right at the rim, off the front of the rim, point blank range. It was just ridiculous, man. And then Jaylen Brown has been absolutely absurd. In the second half, he's had 24 points on 10 of 18 from the field, bro. When he scored, like I said, 6 points in the first half on 2 of 6 from the field. Luka Doncic had to watch his team go down this way from the bench because he got fouled out. They didn't need Porzingis in this one. They did not need Porzingis, and they didn't need a Jrue Holiday game either. He's had an atrocious offensive game. Not really atrocious, but by comparison to last game, for sure, it's been atrocious. Don't really have much to say about any other players on the team for Dallas. Not much was transpiring for the role players off the bench. I want to say they got maybe 20 points. No, they got a total of 13 points. Derek Lively with 11 and Dante Exum with that big dunk. Oh, no, and then Josh Green hit a 3. So 15 points. 16, my fault. Kyrie Irving did finish with 35 points, though. 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 13 of 28 from the field, 4 of 6 from deep. You got 27 from Luka, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal, 11 of 27. And like I said, he fouled out. PJ Washington shot 3 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from deep, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. So not the best game. And then Derrick Jones Jr. has just been, he hasn't been there at all in this series for them. Daniel Gafford, pretty much the same thing. Thankfully, Derek Lively came through for them on the boards. PJ Washington was solid as well for them on the glass. Like I said, 8 rebounds. Sam Hauser for the Boston Celtics off the bench finished with 9 points, so he hit 3 threes. Xavier Tillman hit his 3, and you got 4 rebounds and 2 blocks. Like I said, he had a solid 11 minutes that he was in the game. Derek White, outside of this fourth quarter, was terrible, but he did end up shooting 4 of 10, all 4 of his makes being from downtown. He had 2 blocks, so the defense is always going to be there for him. 16 points was his final total with 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Horford hit a couple shots in this one, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. His block was actually another 3-point attempt, funny enough. And then Tatum finished the game off leading the Boston Celtics in scoring with 31, 6 boards, 5 assists, and a steal. He ended up shooting 11 of 26, 4 of 13 from deep, so absolutely terrible. Once more from downtown, 31%. And then Jaylen Brown also shot pretty bad from deep, 2 of 9, which is 22%, but he shot solid from the field, 54% at 12 of 22. And an all-around very, very, very good game for Jaylen Brown. Like I said, I have my vote, if I had one, would be for him to be Finals MVP. He finally cracks 30 points in the finals. In this finals, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and he also ended up with a block. And his block was a 3-point attempt too. So Boston Celtics are really, really good at defending the 3-point line, evidently. Final score ended up being 106-99. So once more, you lose this game by 7. And it could be completely different if you go and let's look at their free throws. Let's look at their free throws. So from the line, from deep, they shot 9 of 25 as a team, 36% for Dallas. They shot much better from the free throw line, 14 of 16. So it's really their 3-point shooting, and then total turnovers. They only had 8, and Boston had 9. So not really much of a turnover disparity. Boston shot 13 of 14 from the line, 17 of 46 from deep. 46 of their 82 shots were 3-point shots. This is how the NBA basketball, this is the way that it's going. It's the 3-point shot is king. And although they do have mid-range guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, the 3-point shot is king for them, man. And that's how they've gotten to where they've gotten, a 3-0 lead, commanding 3-0 lead, and more than likely will sweep the Dallas Mavericks in Game 4. I still got hope that Dallas can get at least one. No team has ever come back from 3-0, so that's definitely not happening. They don't have it. This says that this is the first Celtics duo with 30 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds in an NBA Finals game. So Boston Celtics got themselves a future with this one, obviously, but they can build off of this and possibly, make this into a dynasty, man. Kristaps Porzingis, his injury is supposedly can keep him out for 6 to 8 weeks and require surgery, but they label him as day-to-day, so we could see him Game 4. I highly doubt it, though. Now that they're up Game 3, just chill. Don't, mess up the foot any more than what it already is, and then go ahead and go out there and, celebrate the championship in the offseason, get the surgery, come back hungrier next year to actually be out there and be, because when he did play in Game 1 and Game 2, Game 1, he was the huge catalyst for why they were even in the lead, especially in that first half. I want to say he had 18 points, so it's not like him not being there is, like they could use him for sure because he was a reliable scorer and defender for them for sure. But him not being there is not, it didn't hurt them, and I don't see it hurting them if he misses another game, even if they win Game 4. If he misses Game 5 too, it won't hurt them. But that's all I got for this one, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. As y'all know, we enjoy basketball around here. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. We are on the road to 500, and we are almost at our goal for the season. I may have already said this in my very first episode of the Sideline Perspective podcast, but I won't drop that goal out there until the season ends. But we are very, very close to our subscriber goal for the end of this, like the one that I set for myself when the season started. I want to say we had 84, and I set a milestone goal for myself for once the last game of the finals ended, and we are very, very close to getting there. So I can only do that with y'all hitting that button. Hit the like button for me as well. We'll hit the algorithm and get more people to tune into the video and subscribe and keep on building our community, man. But yeah, Boston Celtics up 3-0. like I said, I wanted Dallas to win, but we knew the Boston Celtics were the better team. So it's looking like that's about to become a reality for them, like raising number 18. 18, right? Oh yeah, pretty sure 18. Oh yeah, rest in peace, Jerry West, man. Definitely gotta get that in there. Rest in peace to the logo, Jerry West. I'm not gonna do like a deep dive or nothing like that, but definitely wanted to pay my respects. I'm gonna leave it with that though. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.